Hi, I'm Andrew with the Roach Family Real Estate Team, and I want to welcome you to another amazing episode of Good Morning Milton, where we meet with local businesses and community organizations to bring you a little bit more about what this great community has to offer. Today we're meeting with Aspire Climbing here in Milton, so let's head inside and see what these guys have to offer. All right, we're here with Kyle and Aaron with Aspire, Aspire Rock Climbing, Aspire Fitness, Aspire, just Aspire? What is it?
Aspire Climbing and Fitness.
Aspire Climbing and Fitness, very good. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Aspire and, well, yeah, just start with that. What do you tell us a little bit about Aspire?
We opened 2.5 years ago now. We're almost at year 3. But we're a family-friendly rock climbing facility, and then we also offer Ninja Warrior, so obstacle training, as well as memberships, as well as day passes, so you can come in off the street and try it out for the first time. Or if you're somebody who's figured out that you really like to be here, maybe with your family or your kids like it, they can come. If they buy a membership, it works out. It's more cost effective that way.
So maybe tell us a little bit about rock climbing, different levels of rock climbing, beginner, you know, getting up to really technical stuff. Like how does that kind of work?
What we have at Aspire, we've got everything. So bouldering is, our walls are 14 feet high, no ropes required to boulder. And there's a scale for that as well, which is similar to our roped walls, just different grading from beginner to advanced. At Aspire we have auto belays, we have rope climbing, we have lead climbing.
For the people that don't know, like what's on auto belay, what's lead climbing, what was the other one that you had said?
Top rope.
Top rope, right? You know, what are the differences between that and the advantages, disadvantages, preference maybe? Like how does that work?
Auto belay would be if I say I'm working in town, I want to come and visit Aspire, I don't need a partner. I can come by myself, throw a harness on and clip into an auto belay, which is attached to the top of the wall. I clip into my harness and I can climb myself. Whereas top rope belay, you need a partner to climb with. So one would have a device, a belay device, and the other person would be attached to the other side of the rope, and that would be the climber. So as they ascend, the person would take up the slack and remain on the ground. Lead climbing is much more difficult. It starts with the two people on the ground with the rope and all the gear, and as you ascend, you are also taking up the rope with you and clipping into carabiners on the way in.
Okay. Right.
That wasn't a good explanation.
It sounded good to me. It sounded good to me.
Yeah, you should say that. Tell me about these competitions.
Yeah, so we have a competitive team at Aspire. Kids that have graduated through our School of Hard Rock that make it onto our competitive team. They travel around Ontario to different competitions. So there are provincial competitions in bouldering and in top rope. So in the fall, it's all more focused on bouldering, and then it changes in the winter to being the top rope competitions. So Aspire has hosted one major competition here, but it brings in people from all over Canada. So we had climbers here from BC or Alberta that came to compete at our facility. We have some kids right now that have been training for a couple years, but for some kids it comes naturally, climbing, but it's the coaching that they get to help them understand how to move their bodies and hang onto the wall that eventually allows them to start building that strength around their movements. So you see, if ever you've seen any of the competitions on YouTube or something, like it's crazy what some of these kids can do, and we have a lot of athletes on our team. We're proud to say that actually make it to the podium most competitions. So
Nice.
We usually send a couple of kids every year to the national events.
Sounds good. Let's change gears slightly, and you talked about the Ninja course. What is that? And well, I mean, I've never been on one of those before. So you know, it goes in line with a lot of those like challenge TV shows. Where they're doing crazy stuff, and all you want to do is be like, I want to try that, right? So here it is. You can give it a shot. What's it like? What's it required?
It's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, and it looks hard.
It's exactly that. It's an obstacle course made for kids, adults, and it's a lot of upper body strength. You can see most of the elements are you're hanging over the truss system. So as you're working your way through, the idea is to start and finish without kind of touching the ground in that area. So only grabbing onto the elements that are there. So you make your way through the truss, and then you're over top of an airbag, a 5-foot airbag that you can fall onto, and it's pretty fun. But we eliminated the timer course, probably introduce it again.
Yeah, and that's just because of how it's set up now, and later when you reconfigure, then you might bring it back.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. So on that note, then how often does the gym get reconfigured?
So every Monday and Tuesday, we strip a section of the wall. We remove a portion of the climbing holds that are on the wall, and then our head roots that are in team, they put new roots on the boulder. They put new roots on the climbing walls, and I think for the ninja course, I think every 3 months we do the ninja course.
So safe to say maybe the entire gym gets turned over every maybe 2 to 3 months?
Correct.
Yeah. So if you're...
So there's always something new.
always something new. Well, when if somebody's interested in getting into rock climbing, they want to come and visit the gym, where are you guys located? What's the address here?
We're at 104 Bronte Street North, so just north of Main Street, in between Main and Steeles. Our front entrance faces Bronte Street.
Great. And if somebody wants to connect with you guys on social media, phone number, email, what's the best way to connect with you guys?
So you can email info@aspireclimbing.ca, and our phone number here is 905-864-1442, and then we are on Facebook and Instagram.
Cool. And what are your tags there?
At Aspire Climbing.
At Aspire Climbing.
For both?
Yeah. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So thanks so much for having us in.
Thank you.
Thanks
All right.
for coming in.
Hi, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I would encourage you to like it, comment on it, and of course share that video so that more people can find out about great businesses like Aspire Climbing. And if you own a business or run a community organization here in the town of Milton and would like to be featured on Good Morning Milton, give me a call, Andrew Roach, at 289-270-1719. And be sure to tune in next week because we have another great business lined up just for you.